Today, the angels ask you to open their heart to a message that can transform their understanding of this very special connection in their life. There is something powerful and divine between them, but there is also a barrier that seems to insist on keeping them apart. It is not a simple mismatch, but something much deeper that needs to be revealed. This love, although true and unique, is being tested by forces that go beyond their immediate perception. The angels ask you to take a deep breath, as what will be said can deeply stir their emotions. Since the moment their souls crossed paths, something changed in both of them. There was an instant recognition, as if each gaze carried stories that time did not erase. However, even with this intense connection, it is evident that circumstances are trying to pull them apart. But no, this is not the end. What exists between them has spiritual roots that no mundane obstacle can uproot. That is why the angels want them to understand what is really happening. This distance is not just physical or emotional. It carries a spiritual burden that the angels want them to understand. Often, when two souls are destined to transform each other, challenges arise as a form of purification. They are not only learning about love, but also about the strength it carries when it is true. The angels ask them to pay attention to the signs, as each seemingly difficult moment brings a greater lesson. What they may not know is that they also feel the weight of this separation. Even if it seems distant or confusing, in their heart there is a whirlwind of emotions that they cannot control. There are fears, insecurities, and even past hurts that are creating invisible barriers. But the angels show that, despite everything, their love for you is undeniable and remains like a flame that never goes out. The angels reveal that there are external influences contributing to this distance. They can be people, situations, or even self-sabotaging thoughts surrounding this connection. But no, these forces do not have the power to erase what was divinely destined. You need to believe that, even in difficulty, the universe is working to align your paths. It's not time to give up, but to persist with faith. This connection did not arise by chance. The angels show that you have a greater purpose together, something that transcends common understanding. This current distance is actually an opportunity for both of you to grow and face your own fears and limitations. Often, what seems like a distance is actually the necessary silence for lessons to be learned. And you are on the right path, even if it doesn't seem like it. The angels ask you to look within yourself. Ask yourself, what is this situation trying to teach me? Is there something in your journey that also needs to be healed before this union can fully blossom? Remember, true love does not eliminate our fears, but teaches us to face them with courage. You are stronger than you think, and this strength will be essential for what is to come. The person who occupies their thoughts is in a deep process of reflection. They are questioning their choices, fears, and even their beliefs about love. This may explain why, at times, they seem distant or indecisive. But know that this internal battle is not due to a lack of love, but because of the intensity of what they feel for you. It's as if this connection has awakened something that they still don't know how to deal with. The angels show that there is hope, but it requires patience. Every gesture of yours, every word, has a greater impact than you imagine. Do not be swayed by the silence or the apparent coldness of this person. Behind that, there is a heart that is learning to deal with feelings that they may have never experienced before. And you, with your light, are the key to help them find clarity. There is something you must do at this moment. Trust. Trust in the angels, trust in love, and above all, trust in the divine plan that unites you. This distance is not permanent, it is just a phase of a much larger process. The angels ask you to keep the faith, even when everything seems uncertain. Because what is reserved for you is much greater than any challenge you face now. This is a delicate moment, but it is also a golden opportunity. You have the power to change the energy of this connection with your own attitude. Show compassion, even when there is silence. Show patience, even when there is resistance. Because deep down, this person needs you more than they realize, even if they can't express it now. The angels also ask that you spiritually protect yourself. Meditate, pray, and immerse yourself in positive energies. This will help not only you but also the person you are connected with. True love is a powerful force, but it also requires balance and self-care. Remember, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself while waiting for the right moment. Throughout this journey, you will see signs that you are on the right path. It could be a song playing on the radio, an unexpected message, or even a dream that feels so real. These are reminders from the angels that they are not alone and that everything is happening as it should. Pay attention to these signs, they are like guiding lights on a path that is often dark. The angels show that this person is beginning to realize something important. They miss you, even if they don't admit it. They know there is something special about you, something they can't find in anyone else. And that is what, at the right moment, will bring them back to you. Be patient, because this recognition has already begun to blossom. Do not let fear or doubt invade your heart. True love is stronger than any obstacle, and the angels are tirelessly working to align everything in your favor. You deserve this love, and the angels want you to remember that every moment. Trust, because the best is yet to come. This connection is a gift, but it is also a call for you to grow as a person. Accept the challenges as part of the process and keep your unwavering faith. Remember, the greatest love stories always face trials before reaching their peak. And yours will be no different. Keep walking with courage. In the next step of this journey, you will begin to see subtle changes. Small gestures, looks, or messages that will show that this person's heart is beginning to open up. It is important that you are prepared for these moments. Be present, with a heart full of love and understanding. What you share is rare and precious. The angels ask you to care for it as a sacred treasure. With patience and faith, you will overcome any barriers that come between you. Because what is true always finds a way to flourish. Believe in this and move forward. The angels are working intensely behind the scenes, adjusting every detail of destiny so that this union may flourish at the right moment. It's not merely a coincidence. This connection was chosen by the heavens to transform not only you, but also the person in question. Meanwhile, every silence, every apparent distance, is part of a bigger plan. What may seem like an insurmountable distance is, in fact, a necessary pause for both to strengthen themselves. It's important that you trust in this process, even without seeing an immediate outcome. This love is a flame that illuminates, but also exposes the shadows that need to be faced. For the person in their heart, this can be scary, as the intensity of this feeling forces them to look at themselves. Often, we prefer to hide rather than confront our own vulnerabilities. However, the angels assure that, with time, this person will find the courage to accept what they feel. It's a slow but profound process, and you are part of this transformation. Every word you have exchanged echoes in this person's heart in ways that you may not fully understand. Even when they seem distant, the impact of your presence is undeniable. There's an internal struggle happening, a conflict between the desire to get closer and the fear of surrendering. The angels ask you not to interpret this behavior as a lack of love, but as a reflection of the internal battles they are facing. Have patience, for true love always finds its way. Your journey together is filled with valuable lessons, and every obstacle is an opportunity for growth. This person needs to overcome deeply rooted fears, which may be connected to past experiences. This requires time and understanding, but the angels show that progress has already begun. Each day, the walls they built around their hearts start to crumble. Be patient and confident, because changes are taking place. The connection you both share transcends the physical. It is spiritual and eternal. The angels reveal that this bond was formed in higher planes, where souls meet before incarnating. They chose each other to grow and evolve together, even if the path seems challenging. This understanding can bring comfort in moments of doubt, as it reinforces that nothing you face is by chance. Everything is part of a larger divine plan. The angels want you to know that your feelings are valid and important. It's natural to feel frustrated or even insecure in the face of so much uncertainty. But remember, you are not alone on this journey. They are by your side, guiding and protecting every step you take. This connection is a gift, but also a challenge, and you were chosen because you have the necessary strength to face it. Believe in that. While this person processes their own feelings, you can use this time to strengthen yourself. The angels ask you to focus on yourself, taking care of your heart and your energy. Meditate, connect with the divine, and surround yourself with positivity. This will not only help you but also influence the energy between you. When you vibrate at a high frequency, you attract more love and harmony into your life. This waiting period can be distressing, but it serves a purpose. The angels show that, during this time, both you and the other person are preparing for something greater. It's like a seed that needs the right time to germinate and grow. Forcing the process can harm the final outcome. Therefore, trust in divine timing and know that everything is being carefully orchestrated. The signs around them are clear, just pay attention. It could be a song playing at the right moment, an unexpected message, or even dreams that seem real. Angels use these means to remind them that they are by their side and that the love they feel is real. These messages are divine gifts, confirming that they are on the right path. Allow yourself to receive them with an open heart. The angels ask them to practice compassion, both with themselves and with the other person. It is easy to fall into the trap of thinking that something is wrong with them or with this connection. But the truth is that both are learning and growing. Neither of them is perfect, and true love is built with patience and acceptance. Embrace this truth and let it guide your actions going forward. The person who occupies their thoughts is starting to realize something important. They feel that you are different from anything they have ever known, and this both scares and attracts them at the same time. This paradox is what creates moments of distance, but it is also what leads them back. The angels assure that, at the right time, they will be able to face these feelings with more clarity and courage. The challenges you are facing now are preparing the ground for an even deeper and more lasting love. This person, although hesitant, is learning to trust the strength of this connection. It is a learning process that takes time but will be rewarding. The angels show that when this love finally blossoms, it will be stronger and more beautiful than you could imagine. The angels want you to keep hope alive, even in the toughest moments. They know how much you want to see this connection progress, but ask you not to rush. What is reserved for you is worth every moment of waiting. Trust the process because true love is never rushed. It is built with care and dedication. Remember that every challenge you face now is a preparation for something greater. This connection is special because it is not superficial. It requires depth, patience, and courage. They have all these qualities within them, even if at times they doubt it. The angels are by their side to remind them of their strength and to help them move forward. This waiting period is also a call for you to further connect with your spirituality. The angels ask you to trust them, surrendering your doubts and fears. When you do this, you make room for the divine to work in your favor. Believe, this connection is being taken care of in higher planes, and everything will happen at the right time. Deep down, this person knows that you are special. Even if they cannot express it clearly now, the angels show that their heart is awakening to this truth. Every interaction you have is an opportunity to strengthen this bond. Be authentic and true, because that is what attracts them to you. While you wait, focus on the blessings you already have in your life. Gratitude is a powerful tool that attracts more good things. The angels ask you to thank for this connection, even with the challenges, because it is helping you grow. The universe is listening to every word you say and responding with love and wisdom. This journey is unique and precious, and you are capable of facing it with grace and courage. The angels ask you to keep your light shining, even when times are tough. Your positive energy is a beacon for the person who occupies your thoughts. Keep being that light, and you will see miracles happening. You are closer than you think to seeing this connection reach a new level. The angels show that the right moment is approaching, and when it comes, it will be more beautiful than you could imagine. Keep the faith, because true love always finds its way back home. The angels want you to understand that the journey you are living is much more than a mere coincidence. Each challenge, each moment of doubt, has a divine reason to happen. True love is never simple because it demands from us deep and continuous growth. They, even if they seem hesitant, are also going through this process. What unites them is not something that time can erase, but something that it is helping to shape. The distance between you, however painful it may be, carries valuable lessons. The angels show that this temporary separation is like the necessary interval between notes in a melody, creating space for harmony to occur. Do not see this as an end, but as a necessary pause for the evolution of both. Often what seems like an obstacle is, in fact, a preparation for something grand. Trust in that. They miss you, even if they do not say it in words. There are moments when they find themselves thinking of you, how your presence makes them feel something unique. These thoughts bring them closer to a greater understanding of their own feelings. The fear of opening up may be strong, but the angels show that the desire to be with you is growing day by day. Be patient and allow this love to reveal itself in its own time. The angels ask you to take care of your heart while you wait. Do not let doubt or fear take over your thoughts. The love you feel is real and is being acknowledged, even if silently. Remember that divine timing is always perfect, even when it does not seem so. Keep your faith and know that the angels are by your side, guiding each step of this journey. The bond they share goes beyond what is visible. It is sustained by an energy that the angels describe as unbreakable. Even in moments of silence, This energy is working to align their paths. No matter how challenging the circumstances may seem, what is true always prevails. This love is being nurtured by the heavens, and that should bring peace to their heart. They are a light in that person's life, something they have never experienced before. Their authenticity, their strength, and their essence are qualities that deeply attract them. Even if they cannot express it, the angels show that every gesture of theirs leaves a mark on their heart. Keep being yourself, because that is exactly what makes this connection so special. The transformation happening within them is intense. They are facing fears they have long tried to avoid. This is a silent but necessary battle for them to free themselves and embrace their feelings for you. The angels ask you to have compassion, as this process is not easy. But know that every small victory brings them closer to you. There is a greater force guiding you, something that transcends human understanding. The angels are moving pieces behind the scenes so that everything happens as it should. Even if you do not see it, they are aligning circumstances, removing barriers, and creating opportunities. Everything is falling into place perfectly, even if it seems chaotic now. Trust in this larger plan. Every day, the signs of this connection become clearer. It could be a gesture, a word, or even a silence that communicates more than any conversation. These moments are evidence that the love between you is real and growing. The angels ask you to pay attention to these signs and accept them as reminders that you are on the right path. The fear that they feel is not about you, but about themselves. It is a reflection of their own insecurities and past experiences. The angels show that they are beginning to realize that these fears have no place in such a pure love. This recognition is an important step on your journey. Be patient, as they are learning to trust again. You have a crucial role in this journey, not only as someone who loves, but as someone who inspires. Your presence in their life is a constant reminder that true love is worth it. Even when they seem distant, you are helping to break down the walls around their heart. The angels ask you to continue being this source of light and hope. This connection is a call for both of you to transform. It's not just about being together, but about growing together. The angels show that true love is a catalyst for spiritual evolution. You have been brought into each other's lives to learn, heal, and create something extraordinary. This understanding should bring strength to carry on. The angels ask you to focus on what truly matters, the love you feel. Don't get lost in the details or uncertainties of the moment. Remember that what you share is greater than any obstacle. This love is a gift, and the angels are watching over it to flourish. Trust in the power of this feeling. This journey requires patience, but also courage. The angels show that by facing these challenges, you are becoming stronger and more connected to your purpose. Every tear, every moment of doubt, is preparing you for something greater. Believe that all of this will have a clear purpose in the end. Even when the distance seems unbearable, know that it is only temporary. The angels reveal that there is a movement happening behind the scenes, something that will bring you both back to the same path. Stay strong, because true love always finds a way to prevail. You are closer to union than you imagine. The angels want you to use this time to align with your own essence. Meditate, pray, and connect with the deepest part within you. This internal connection will help create a solid foundation for the love that is coming. Remember, love starts within us before manifesting externally. The person who occupies your thoughts is closer to a revelation than you imagine. There is something within them that is awakening, something that is leading them to see the depth of what they feel. The angels show that when this moment comes, it will be transformative for both. Prepare to receive it with love and gratitude. Do not let fear or doubt suffocate the flame of this love. The angels ask you to keep your light shining, even in the darkest hours. This light is what guides the other person back to you. Keep believing, because what is reserved for you both is greater than any obstacle. You are exactly where you should be, and this is something the angels want you to know. There are no mistakes in this path, only lessons and growth. The love you feel is real and worth every challenge. Trust the angels and the divine plan, because they are working to bring this connection to fruition. The angels show that the moment of greatest transformation of this connection is very close. They can feel that in small signs, in energies that seem to intensify every day. They are approaching an emotional clarity they have never had before. Even though their gestures are still timid, the angels assure that the awakening is happening. This is the moment for you to keep your energy high and your heart open, as significant changes are on the way. There is an internal struggle within them that prevents them from moving forward as fast as you might wish. The angels reveal that this hesitation is not a lack of love, but a deeply rooted fear. It's as if they are trying to protect something they consider fragile within themselves. Every step they take towards you is full of courage, even if it seems small. Recognize this as part of a larger process that demands patience. True love is never an easy path, and the angels want you to know that. They understand how painful this waiting can be, but assure that the outcome will be worth every moment of uncertainty. This connection was chosen by the heavens to be an instrument of mutual growth. Both are learning important lessons about trust, surrender, and faith. And these lessons are what will make your bond unbreakable. The person who occupies your thoughts is starting to realize the impact you have on their life. Even when it seems distant, they feel your presence very deeply. The angels show that there are moments when they are overwhelmed by an inexplicable longing for you, something they cannot ignore. This forces them to reflect on the importance you have in their journey. Keep believing, because this reflection is guiding them back to you. The challenges you face are like passing storms. At the moment, they may seem intense and impossible to overcome, but the angels assure that they are paving the way for brighter days. Every obstacle you face together strengthens the love between you. These difficulties are like the polishing of a diamond, painful, but essential to reveal the beauty and strength of this connection. Their heart is being touched in ways they never expected. The angels show that you have brought light to places they kept in the dark for a long time. This illumination is both scary and liberating for them. It is a process that requires time, but it's already happening. Every small change you notice is a reflection of this internal transformation. The angels ask you to continue cultivating patience, as it is a crucial virtue at this time. Waiting may be a test of faith, but it is also an opportunity for you to strengthen yourself. Use this time to take care of yourself, to grow, and to expand your own light. This positive energy will be felt by the other person and will assist them in their awakening process. Trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. This connection is a divine gift, but it is also a call for you to become the best version of yourself. The angels show that true love not only unites two people, but also transforms them. You are invited to look within yourself, to face your own fears, and to discover your inner strength. This personal growth will be the foundation for the future you will build together. There is a greater force working to align both of you's paths. Even when everything seems to be still, angels ensure that movement is happening in spiritual realms. Every prayer, every positive thought you emit, helps to create this alignment. They are a co-creator of this love, and their energy has the power to shape the future of this connection. Stay strong and keep believing. The other person may not express their feelings clearly now, but angels show that they are deeper than you imagine. They are dealing with fears and insecurities that often leave them silent. This silence, however, is not empty. It is full of thoughts about you and what you share. Over time, this silence will be replaced by words and gestures that will reveal what they truly feel. Angels want you to know that your patience will be rewarded. Every moment of doubt you have faced is paving the way for something incredible. True love is never rushed because it needs a solid foundation to flourish. This foundation is being built now, with every step you take, even if they seem small. Trust the process because it is leading you in the right direction. The distance between you may seem like a barrier, but angels see it as a bridge under construction. Every passing day, more pieces of this bridge are being put in place. It is becoming strong enough to bear the weight of the love you share. When it's complete, it will be the path that will unite you in a way that no obstacle can separate again. The angels ask you to connect with your spirituality at this moment. Pray, meditate, and seek answers within themselves. The connection with the divine will help bring clarity and peace to their heart. Moreover, it will send positive energy to the other person, helping them face their own internal battles. Remember that this journey is as spiritual as it is emotional. The person who occupies their thoughts is closer to a major breakthrough than they imagine. The angels show that they are starting to understand how much you mean to them. This understanding is giving them courage to face their fears and take steps towards you. Be ready to receive this with love and compassion, as it will be a moment of great significance for both. The angels want you to trust in divine timing, even when it seems slow. Every moment of waiting is being used to prepare you for something extraordinary. When that moment comes, you will see that it was all worth it. True love is like a rare flower that needs perfect conditions to flourish. You are creating these conditions now, even if you don't realize it. This journey is teaching you to trust in something bigger than themselves. The angels show that true love requires surrender, both to the other and to the universe. When you trust, you release the energies that were blocking your path. This allows love to flow freely, creating space for healing and connection. Keep on this path, as it is leading you to what your heart desires most. You are a light force in that person's life, and the angels want you to remember that. Even in moments of doubt, know that your presence is making a difference. Every smile, every word of affection, is helping to build something powerful and lasting. Never underestimate the impact you have, because it is greater than you can imagine. The love you share is rare and precious, something many people never experience. The angels show that this connection is a gift that must be nurtured with care. Even when challenges seem great, remember that they are temporary. What you have is eternal, and nothing can erase that. Trust, because the best is yet to come. The angels show that the next stage of this journey will be marked by a reconnection. It may not be obvious or immediate, but the signs will be there, like a gentle breeze before a big change. They are starting to realize that running away is not the solution. Their heart is being deeply touched, bringing forth the courage needed to face their own fears. Prepare to receive this transformation with an open and loving heart. What you share is a love that transcends common understanding. This connection was written in the stars, planned long before you met in this lifetime. The angels reveal that despite all difficulties, this union has an unshakable strength. Do not let temporary circumstances dim the brightness of this love. What is divine cannot be destroyed, and what is true will always prevail. They are in a process of self-acceptance, something that can be painful but is essential. They need to learn to love themselves and trust themselves before fully giving themselves to you. This process takes time, but it is absolutely necessary for your connection to be solid. The angels ask you to have patience and keep believing, because this transformation has already begun to happen. The moments of silence that they are facing now are filled with meaning. They are not signs of an end, but of a necessary pause for both to prepare for what is to come. The angels ask that they do not interpret these periods as rejection, but as part of a greater plan. Silence, at times, is the space where the greatest changes occur. Trust in that and keep their faith unwavering. They are being called to look at this journey as a process of healing, both for them and for the other person. The angels show that this love has the power to heal old wounds, to transform sorrows into strength, and to bring clarity where there was once confusion. This is a continuous process, but every step they take together is leading them to a place of pure and unconditional love. The connection they share is like a flame that never goes out, even in the most intense storms. This light is a reminder that, despite everything, they belong to each other. The angels show that, in the right moment, this flame will shine brighter than ever. Do not lose hope, because what is to come will be more beautiful than they could imagine. They are learning to trust what they feel for you, something that is not easy for them. The fear of getting hurt or losing control makes them hesitate, but the angels assure that love is stronger than any insecurity. They are beginning to understand that what they feel for you is not something that can be ignored or forgotten. This recognition is the first step towards the reapproach that you desire so much. The angels ask that they focus on their own journey, even while waiting. This connection is important, but it should not be the sole center of their life. Take care of yourself, pursue your dreams, and live fully. When you put yourself first, you create space for love to flourish in a healthy and balanced way. You deserve the best, and it starts with self-love. The challenges you are facing now are like winds shaping a mountain. Each difficulty is strengthening the foundation of the love they share, making it more resilient. The angels show that when this process is complete, they will be ready for a future together that will be unshakable. Keep believing, because this solid foundation is what will sustain everything that is to come. There is something special about the path they are walking, something that sets them apart from any other love story. This connection is unique because it was forged in divine plans, with a purpose that goes beyond what they can understand now. The angels ask you to trust in this purpose, even when it seems obscure. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should, and the outcome will be extraordinary. The person who occupies their thoughts is facing a moment of vulnerability they have never experienced before. This is uncharted territory for them, which explains their hesitance. But the angels show that behind this resistance, there is a deep desire to connect with you. Every little opening they show is a reflection of that desire. Value these moments and use them to strengthen the bond between you. True love is like a stream that flows gently, but with an unstoppable force. Even when it seems like nothing is happening, this stream is working to bring you closer. The angels show that at the right moment, This force will manifest in ways you do not expect. Get ready to be surprised, because the universe is aligning everything in your favor. The angels want you to remember that you are not alone on this journey. They are by your side, guiding and protecting every step you take. They understand your doubts and fears, but they also know the strength you carry. Use that strength to keep walking, even when the path seems uncertain. What is to come will be a reward for all the faith and patience you have shown. The connection you share is being carefully nurtured by the angels. They are working to remove the barriers that separate you, so you can finally be together as you should. This work may not be visible now, but it is happening. Trust in this divine care, as it ensures that everything happens in perfect time. The angels ask you not to give up, even in the toughest moments. They know the path can be challenging, but they assure you it is worth it. Every step you take is bringing you closer to what you desire. Keep believing, because your faith is what sustains this journey. You are closer than you think to seeing your dreams come true. This person is starting to recognize that the love they feel for you is something they have never experienced before. It is a feeling that challenges and transforms them, but also scares them. The angels show that this fear is starting to be replaced by courage. Keep showing them, with your patience and love, that this connection is a safe place for them to open up. The angels ask you to celebrate every little progress you make together. Every gesture, every word, is a step towards the future you are building. Do not underestimate the power of these moments, as they are the foundations of something much greater. Keep being a light in this person's life, and you will see how it changes everything. The love you share is a rare and precious gift, something that must be cherished and protected. The angels show that, despite all the challenges, this love has the power to transform not just the two of you, but everything around them. Keep believing in this, because this faith is what is bringing them closer to what is destined.